everybody? Welcome back. Just want to share some really great news with you. I took a week off from my back. As I mentioned, I do have some physical therapy tomorrow. However, I did my typical workout last night and I was able to pull off a personal best with squats, being 225 pounds. I'm way more focused on form now than I ever have been, and I'm just super pumped that I got that pulled off just a week after I was literally scared to death with my back. So I just want to share that with everybody. I did take it real light on my deadlifts this time. I literally just did 10 reps of 135 pounds, so just the regular height off the ground, and I did that 10 times, and I was meticulous again, like I said, with my form. So I can't express how good it feels to be back to working out and not worrying about my back. In between now and then, I did do some complete upper body workouts that didn't depend any on my back or lower half. So just some great news I wanted to share with everybody that's following my page. In this video, I wanted to primarily focus on something a lot of people ask me about, which is supplements. And I'll be straight honest with you as to what I took and what I feel was beneficial and what I would potentially take again. 2 times for me personally in the past, I have went to what everybody around here uses as slang terms for the weight loss doctors, but we just call them fat doctors. It's basically these doctors that just prescribe Adipex that help increase the stimulants in your brain to basically put you on edge at all times and just elevate heart rate, body temperature, and all of that. And through messing with your body in that way, it does produce results. It decreases hunger, it gives you a lot more energy, but unfortunately you can get very dependent on those pills, especially if you're focusing on them for weight loss. Now, I live in Ohio, so these doctors are specifically not allowed to practice this medicine in Ohio. However, you can go to, I'm really close to Kentucky, so you can go down to Kentucky and visit these doctors legally, and they can prescribe this to you. I've done it twice myself, did lose, I think, probably 20 pounds the first time I did it, and the next time was only 20 pounds. But the pills just made me feel really stressed out, and I felt like I was doing some serious damage to my body. And honestly, the minute you stop taking those pills, that weight comes back. There's no mental training that you've done to help curb your appetite or to help make better choices. And specifically when you're taking those pills and you're seeing weight loss, the last thing you want to do is work out if you're seeing results. So I just generally try to steer away from that. I don't suggest it to anybody. It's expensive, and the minute you stop taking them, all of your weight easily comes back because you've not trained yourself in any manner. You've used an outside source to manipulate your brain to think you weren't hungry. Now, the real supplements that I did decide to use, I did a lot of reading on this based on my diet and how extreme I was cutting my calories in the beginning. I did read it was going to be beneficial for me to get on some supplemental things, specifically protein. While I'm losing the weight in the beginning and I'm cutting my diet so much, I'm just not giving my body the nutrients it needed. So I needed to focus my diet primarily around protein, because that's what your body needs to maintain, develop, and increase your muscle growth. So by focusing on protein, I primarily made sure that everything I ate had some chicken in it, had some, anything that gave me high protein. So that's one thing I did primarily focus on. I did supplement it in protein shakes, which became a meal replacement for me also at some times. But other times I just look at protein content of food. They have protein bars. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get the protein that you need when you're trying to cut and when you're trying to lose a lot of fat and a lot of weight. Another thing that I really suggest is pre-workout. It has caffeine, it has creatine. Some of the ones you have can have amino acids in them. So obviously the caffeine is going to give you a boost of energy. The creatine is going to help with any kind of soreness and aching and kind of help you get through your workout. There was sometimes when I would go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the evening, literally only having about 500 calories in me for the day, and I was just physically exhausted. So as I would be leaving work, I would literally just mix me up a little shaker with some pre-workout in it and some water, drink that on the way to the gym, give it about 15-20 minutes to kick in. By the time I was in the gym and changed and ready, you could feel your skin is basically tingling and crawling. Again, I don't think it's super great for you. It's primarily caffeine and creatine, which you can get those in tons of other over-the-counter things. But that definitely gave me the edge that I needed to work out on days I honestly felt like I did not want to work out. But trust me, once you take a scoop or two of that, you're gonna want to work out, because you're just gonna be antsy. You're just gonna want to like just pump some iron, just go ape shit, and do some crazy cardio, because if you're not gonna be able to sit still, trust me. I mentioned it earlier too, the amino acids, BCAAs. The amino acids will kind of give you a boost throughout your workout and give you some energy. I personally didn't spend a ton of money on this. I went to a local little nutrition shop and was able to get their brand of BCAAs. I think I got a pretty large container of them for about $19. Tasted freaking terrible, but I did honestly notice a difference. And how I took that was I would, in my water, mix it in there with it. So you can get the flavored kind, which I highly recommend, but I didn't at first. I got the cheapest one, which had no flavor, and it literally tasted like shit. It tasted like a dead fish. That's all I can explain it as. So get the flavored, please. Do yourself a favor. And the question that I get asked the most is if I used any kind of performance increasing drugs. I have been asked about steroids, if I thought they were safe or not. I have been asked about HGH, human growth hormone, which is basically just a super boost of testosterone. To me, any of those options that put something in your body that your body already creates is scary. You know, it's not like protein, it's not like amino acids, it's not like any of those other things. This is something your body naturally produces, which you're putting more into it. There are some terrible side effects to doing it. With it giving you an unnatural testosterone level, it could have the side effect of increasing your estrogen, which for guys, that's where you're gonna get a flabbier chest. It could have all kinds of side effects about weird, fat tissue being placed certain places. To me, I don't want any extra fat in any odd places. I'm round enough and I'm dealing with enough fat that is still sitting in very awkward places on my body. So to me, that was just something I never thought about. You also hear the stories about the steroid abuse, getting a big forehead, your balls shrinking, just the internal damage it does to your organs and things. And to me, again, not something I ever wanted to risk. I wanted to get healthier, not hurt myself more. I personally didn't want any extra health issues that could come along with boosting something my body naturally creates. I did think about HGH because who doesn't want more testosterone? That's what makes all this muscle growth flow. But to be honest, I don't need any more man boobs. It took me a while to lose what I have. So, no thanks. And something else that I swear by are vitamins. At first I did not take them. A friend introduced me to these exercise vitamins, which, have fish oil, all those different vitamins and jazz. I don't specifically remember all of them. But I did notice, and I'm pretty good at weeding out mental compared to real effects. And I did notice a boost in my overall day. I would take some in the morning and then some right before I worked out. And once I started taking them, I wasn't as tired, especially in the mornings, throughout the afternoon, and also after my workouts. I just overall felt better when I was taking vitamins. I actually stopped them for a few weeks. I just wanted to kind of see if this was a mental thing or not. And sure enough, I did kind of feel a little bit more sluggish, tired in the mornings. So I immediately just went back to taking them. Again, vitamins are good for your body, especially if you're like me and you're a picky eater. You have to get the things your body wants and needs in some manner. The vitamins I started taking were pill-based, but now I just go to a local retail shop and pick up one a day vitamins for men. I actually get them in the gummies because they are delicious and they are just amazing. You take 2 of these gummies in the morning and you're done for the entire day. It's not bad. You don't have to swallow a pill. It actually tastes like a fruit gummy, so win-win, really. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Remember, guys and girls, we're losing weight by lifting it.
Okay, alright.